And there to look at the big powerhouse on his way to the squared circle. A little on the eccentric side, no question of that. But Jim the Anvil Neidhart stands between the World Wrestling Federation Championship opportunity of the Macho Man. He wants Hulk Hogan. He'll have to go through this man to get to the Hulkster. I, for one, don't think the Macho Man can make it through the Anvil. Nonetheless, Jesse the Body is standing back now with the Macho Man.
Macho Man Randy Savage, I'm not going to ask you about WrestleMania 5 because I know you're looking to the future. I know you're looking to get your belt back. I know you, Macho Man, and I know that I'm right.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura, you're 1,000% right. Yeah, after I get past Jim Neidhart, I'm going after you, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I am. I'm going right after you. I'm the #1 contender, and there's nothing that you can do about it because I'm coming after you and get my World Wrestling Federation Championship belt back, yeah. And that lady outside the ring, that woman won't bury me like she did with distractions before. Never again.
You mean Miss Elizabeth?
Yeah, I'm telling you something. Don't say that name ever again. Never once, okay? Yeah, dig it?
You got it, Macho Man. Let's talk about Sensational Sherry, your new manager. How's she working out?
Sensational Sherry, yeah, beautiful, gorgeous, and lovely at the same time, yeah. Sensational Sherry, say, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable, and she knows her place, too, Jesse.
Sensational Sherry, how does it feel to succeed the First Lady of Wrestling, whose name, of course, I'm not going to mention?
That chicken-legged, bony excuse for a woman. She was no wrestler, and she's certainly no lady, and she is history. Ooh.
Yeah, oh, yeah, still out, Sensational Sherry. Come on now, we're going to climb that first step of the mountain, get past Jim Neidhart, and on to Hulk Hogan, yeah. Walk this way, yeah.
The Macho Man Randy Savage is on his way back, Hulk Hogan. Keep your eyes open. And I'm on my way back, Jack McMahon. Keep your lips shut.
All right, we are ready now for the matchup involving the Anvil, Jim Neidhart, and the Macho Man, the former World Wrestling Federation champion, who would like to be the title holder once again. And there, oh my, Sensational Sherry, or is it Scary Sherry? I don't know, you be the judge of that. Nonetheless, you can bet the Hulkster is looking on with a very avid interest here. The Hulkster preparing for his matchup a little bit later on, but he may be facing the Macho Man sometime in the future should Randy Savage be victorious here over the Anvil.
Hey, McMahon, you didn't do what I told you to do. I told you to keep quiet.
What a matchup this is going to be. And laying it all on the line here, this is a most important matchup for the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and important as well for the Anvil, Jim Neidhart, who rapidly has been climbing the ladder of success.
You know what I don't understand, though, McMahon? Macho is the former champion, therefore he should be an automatic #1 contender. Why does he have to go through the Anvil to get a return match at Hogan? I'll tell you why. Because Hogan's scared of him. Hogan knows he won on a fluke, and he don't never want to step back in with the Macho Man, so he sends the Anvil out to do his dirty work.
Well, I don't know about that, Jesse. This is going to be some sensational matchup here. The Anvil and the Macho Man Randy Savage going round and round.
I should have known I wouldn't get no answer on
Wait a minute, look at this. Sherry hanging on to the ankle. Come on, Ralph, take a look at this. Disqualifies Savage. Ooh. Randy Savage with a knee to the Anvil a moment ago. Savage set up. Back body drop, and the Anvil sits right down on him. Count of 2 there, real quick. The Anvil, the powerhouse. Savage face first to the buckle. And I think we saw just a moment ago in Sherry what we are likely to see throughout the duration of this matchup.
Well, I'll tell you this, Macho Man is going to be 10 times more dangerous with Sensational Sherry. You know why, McMahon? Because Elizabeth would never have the guts to get involved.
The guts?
That's right.
That's what it takes?
That's right.
Take a look at that. Yes, that is no Miss Elizabeth. Not by a long shot. This is a different human being altogether, and I think one far suited to the Macho Man's temperament. Ramming the knee a moment ago to the back of the big man, and finally the anvil goes down.
Macho looks as deadly as ever, McMahon. He's on a quest now.
Randy!
Yeah.
Get him, Randy! Come on!
I think that was a direct order. I don't think it was a request. Look at this woman.
Get him,
She looks possessed. Oh, wait a minute. There she goes again. Choking the anvil. Referee's back is turned. She's choking the anvil, helping the Macho Man out. Turn around, ref. Come on.
I love it because Sherry is deadly. You know, she's the former women's champion. So she can get in there and mix it up.
She can do that all right. She must be about 150 pounds. And she knows how to get around in the ring. Look at this. Continuing to choke away on the anvil.
As I said, McMahon, Macho is going to be deadlier than ever now. He got rid of that albatross around his neck.
Albatross, the only thing that was class around him was the First Lady of the World Wrestling Federation, Miss Elizabeth. Down across from the top rope, the Macho Man with a cover. Oh, how about that?
Whoa, that was a kick out with authority.
Macho Man moving right back in on the anvil, scoops him up, and no! Nice maneuver by the anvil, 2! Can't quite get the count of 3. And Sherry, with a look of concern on her face, as the Macho Man moves right back in.
She don't look happy, does she?
That's not a happy woman.
That's an intense woman.
To say the least, and that's an intense human being, but look at this. The shoulder block by the anvil. Macho Man moving back in with the elbow. Oh, high shoulder block over the top rope.
What agility by the anvil. Neidhart, he catapulted himself 270, 280 pounds right over that top
Look at
rope.
this. The anvil with tremendous momentum and another shoulder block. The anvil on his way to crushing the Macho Man. Randy Savage sets him up off the rope and missing with the roundhouse, but he doesn't miss that. Covering, 1, 2, 3,
No, he better hook the leg. That's the former World Wrestling Federation champion in there.
Drop kick to the sternum area all the way to the outside, the Macho Man.
A standing drop kick, no less.
And Sherry over to help her man out.
See, now, if it was Elizabeth, she'd be retreating to the other side of the ring at this point.
And the anvil coming over, who has a bone to pick with Scary Sherry. She's been interfering in this matchup throughout the duration. Turn around. Drop kick again. The anvil taking on not one individual, but 2 almost. The anvil with the Macho Man rolling back in. The anvil back in on his own right. And now perhaps he will be able to polish off the former World Wrestling Federation champion.
Well, this could be disaster for the Macho Man because if he loses to the anvil, he's going to go far down that ladder. He'll never get a shot at Hogan. This could be it.
Almost a count of 3.
Well, you got to hand it to the resilience of the Macho Man. Nobody else could have got up from an anvil power slam.
Macho Man in more trouble now. Caught in the ropes.
Come on, Hebner, unhook him.
The anvil with a clear advantage now, and he is all over the Macho Man. Referee backing Neidhart up. Wait a minute, look at this. Sherry right back up, helping the Macho Man off the rope. Here comes the anvil charging. Oh, no!
See, Sherry is an asset, McMahon. She gets more involved in the matchup.
From the top rope, Savage down across the back of the anvil.
Wow, he drove his head right into that steel railing outside the ring. Now, there is an inspiration outside the ring. Don't you agree, McMahon?
You call it inspiration?
Macho Man is going to be more deadly than he has ever been now.
Macho Man Randy Savage on the top rope. And the elbow, yes, finds its mark.
Take it to the bank.
Out.
Take it to the
And
bank.
a 3 count.
And I'm out of here. I got an interview.
Sensational Sherry, the new manager of the former World Wrestling Federation champion, Macho Man Randy Savage. And so Mr. Savage now perhaps can look down the road for a possible opportunity to once again wrest away the championship from the reigning title holder, Hulk Hogan. And I think we saw a sample right here with the interference of Sherry, what we might see in future matchups. But there's no telling what we're going to see in our next matchup. Take it, Jesse.
Slickster.